TizzleTalkTV, come talk with me, man. Hey, say, ain't no day like another day. Come in, it's your boy, Tizzle, talk to me. Hey, man, say, man, what a great day to be alive. What a great day to be in the number. One more time, man. Before we get into the podcast, man, I need y'all to like, comment, subscribe, share, and cut the post notification on, so every time your boy drop, you will get the drop, man. But hey, man, we got one with us today, man. I think it's gonna be a good little chill podcast today. We got Ashley, Miss Hood Vibe herself with us today. How you doing?
For sure. I'm good.
You good? How life been? How life going right now, man?
Life's been great, man.
Mental good?
Oh yeah, everything good at Exit 130.
That was so. So man, tell her where you from. Where you from?
One of the best exit is right now. Exit 130, Greene County for sure.
Nah, Greene County.
Yeah, Greene County for sure.
That was up, man. So what you got going on? What you do? What you do on the regular?
On the regular, pretty much got my own clothing brand. Just got out the military, so I'm trying to just hustle hard with that. And currently, I'm in school right now at Georgia Military College, trying to open up my own business. Okay,
so before we get into clothing, so how long you been in the military for?
3 years.
3 years?
Yeah, I just got out last year though. So I took initiative to just start working on my brand more. I was doing it while I was in the military, but now that I'm out, so I just kind of expanded more, to keep everything going.
So you started wanting to do that when you was in the military? Like what clicked your brain and say, man, I want to leave the military, I want to get into the brand entrepreneurship stuff?
Well, I always had a thing for fashion, and I was building it while I was in, because I was in Kentucky, and I seen how other brands like Hollywood Hideout, a couple other more also, but I ain't gonna mention them, but I just wanted to start something, that symbolized myself and where I was from. So I couldn't think of a name, good enough to go with it. So it took me a couple of days, and I realized, I told myself, I'm really from the hood. So, I got good vibes and good intention with everybody. So I was like, man, I'm going to put them two words together and just call it hood vibes. And it went from there. And during the time I created a windbreaker set. I remember I launched it or whatever. It kind of went viral on TikTok for a minute. And then I brought it back to my hood though. And everybody just, got to drop on that. I went from short sets to, the jackets. And after that, I started collabing, dropping something different, like shorts, shirts, and it kind of went on. And then I kind of expanded, reaching out to celebrities and stuff. So I got a chance to meet a couple of people. And, it went from there. And I try to, go to different events and everything. But everybody know hood vibes, and even when they see me, they be like, "Oh, it's Mrs. Hood Vibes herself." So I already know who they talking about. So hood vibe, it trending for sure though.
How you say you from the hood? You say you from the hood
shooting dice, hanging with the guys.
I was about to say how it was growing up for you, man, in the hood.
I would say it was a rough connection, but for me, being the only female around the guys, I would just had good vibes. So everybody, went on no lane type of, because they knew me. So now to this day, I can go to, where I be working at in Canaan and everything, shout out to them boys, and Union Point as well. Them a couple neighborhoods, people I know, even, a couple places, Milltown, Railroad, Siloam, White Plain, all of those are places little small cities in the Greene County area. But I, literally, I talk to everybody. So those, people, they shop with me a lot. Every weekend mostly. I'm dropping something new, or somebody want me to create something custom for them. So it kind of it's a big thing in my community. And it's another clothing brand owner I know that I'm close with though. He a good friend of mine. Jay Miller, like Exotic, like he trending too. So he next up. But yeah, I appreciate everybody that be shopping with me though for the support and everything. So it's pretty big though, like in my community. And like everybody know me, like I said, they know hood vibes. And like I done met Boosie, you know, his family, a couple of more other people, and I also got some more people, like celebrities I'm meeting with too, but I'm not gonna just, you know, release all that information just yet because I don't want to block my blessing.
So like coming out the hood, what made you want to go to the military, or that came a little later or something?
I think it's something I want to pursue in my life, like make a change. You know, I have a cousin that's also, you know, he was in the military. He just got out because he had another kid or whatever. But, you know, me being like the first female, like on my mom's side, so I was like, you know, I want to pursue something different, you know, make a name for myself with my family. And so I went on and did that, and I went to Chicago first, and then I left and went to Missouri. But like nobody, like I didn't tell nobody because, like I said, I don't like to block my blessing. I told nobody, like no friends, no family, or none of that. Like only like my immediate family, like my mom or my aunt or brother and sister. But like nobody knew I had left until like, you know, a year later. Like I popped out, you know, with my Army uniform. They're like, man, when you left, like I'm like, I had to get out of there, you know. I had to do something different for myself. And like I became a truck driver, and like most people still don't believe it because I'm so small. So I'm like, nah, yeah, that's what I did. Yeah. And like I still could take initiative to go drive a truck, but I don't want to do it because that's not something I want to pursue, even though I did have a career in that. So now I just want to build up my clothing brand or do something for somebody famous, you know, and leave a name for myself and where I come from.
Yeah.
So yeah.
You came from a family like of entrepreneurs or something?
Not too much, I would say. Like, I got a lot of family members, like, they like to dress, but me, like, I like to be on point. Like, I'm real, like, confident about what I wear. And, like, I'm not even gonna lie, like, I love my clothing brand, but to be honest, I never told, like, my supporter that I don't wear my own clothing brand. But, like, the only time I do wear it, like, is when I'm promoting it or, you know, just on a chill day. But I would say I'm basically, like, the first entrepreneur, you know, when it comes to the clothing, you know, with my family. And, like, they highly support me. Like, sometimes, like, when my mom be at work, she'll call me and be like, hey, some couple people here want to shop with you. And I tell them, like, Mom, hey, just tell them to text me or get them my number or whatever. And this be, like, down at the Marriott, the Ritz-Carlton and stuff. Be like, you know, it be so many people trying to connect. And I just look at it as a blessing, like, dang, you know. And then, like, most people, I was in this store yesterday. No, not the store. I was taking my nephew to school or whatever. And his teacher, like, I always drop him off, but I don't ever, like, speak to nobody, you know. And so when the teacher came up to me, she was like, I seen your clothing brand. I was like, how you see my clothing brand? She was like, I follow you on Facebook. I said, you do? And I'm like, I never seen this lady for a day in my life. Like, I just dropped my nephew off. And then this other girl, she came around the corner. And she was like, you know, I like that jacket you got on. Is that on the website? Like, people, like, actually see stuff from, you know, word of mouth or from other people. And I be like, dang. It just made me think, like, my brand really, you know, getting somewhere. Like, so many people see that. And I feel like that's a big deal sometimes.
Yeah. I think sometimes you don't even realize it, too. Like, you don't realize, like, how far you really is till people just start acknowledging it or something like that, man. So what you think make your brand stand out from anybody else's brand? Like, what make you unique?
I think it's the name.
Yeah.
My community, where we come from, like, everything basically in, like, the hood, like, and, like, everybody always in the hood chilling, so it's like, people can relate, like, man, we finna go out of town, but we need that hood vibes merchandise. Yeah. Like, it could be a car and bike show. It can be Dukes and Boots or just any small event. People be like, hey, I need a shirt. Like, literally, it can be 8 o'clock at night. I'd be like, sometime, okay, I got you. You know, you paying the price? Yeah, I got you. Yeah. And, like, it's just mainly the name itself. It speaks for itself, hood vibes. Hood vibes. Yeah. Everybody just chill, laid back. The hood just vibing.
What's you think, like, it's hard in that area for, like, a girl Like it's like selling, cause okay, some things in entrepreneurship, it may be male dominance or female dominant. You know what I'm saying? How you feel like it is for a woman? Like, what's some challenges you face, like building your brand and stuff like that?
I think a couple of challenges I face is just be certain individuals. Like, when you ain't got what they need, they're going to give you attitude sometimes. But I tell them, be like, hey, I ain't doing this for you. Like, I'm doing it for me. And then be like, man, why you got to be like that? Be like, no, why you got to be like that? I don't ask you for a discount from what you selling.
Yeah.
So why would I do the same thing for you if you ain't going to do it for me? So I just overlook them. Like, I heard a lot of negative stuff, like, hey, your price is too high, or, I don't like the name of your brand, this and that. But your biggest, like, supporters are the strangers. So, like, with my brand, when I go out of town or something, I'll sell out. And then when I get back to my hometown, they'll be like, hey, you still got this? But I'll be like, hey, I tried to sell it to you last week. You ain't want it.
Yeah.
But now you want it, though. So I don't look at it as, like, no competition or nothing for me being a female, because, like, sometimes people be wanting my advice. They be like, hey, what you think go good with this? Or, like, I need something to match these shoes because of the way I dress. So people always want my personal opinion, be like, hey, you think this will go good together? Or, match this up. And, like, I do that for them, because I'll be like, yeah, you on point. Like, my homeboy Hot, he was like, hey, so I just got these shoes. They cream and gray. I was like, yeah, them hard. And he was like, man, you think they're hard for real? I'm like, yeah, they hard. Like, he won't have no confidence in himself about the shoes. So I'm like, man, Hot, they hard, man, for real. He was like, yeah, I'm going to rock them just because you said it. But he like, I ain't got nothing to wear with it. I'm like, bro, I got you. He was like, for real? I was like, yeah, just give me about 25 minutes. I got you. I was like, hey, Hot, where you get them shoes from? He was like, man, I ain't even going to tell you, so no lie. He was just like, I ain't even going to tell you. I'm like, bro, you ain't got to tell me. But he whispered in my ear where he got them from. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to order him a pair. Like, literally, I'm going to get a pair. He was like, all right, bet. And just to show, like, we did actually that, though. And it was like, I said about 2 weeks ago, though. But, yeah, like, and he was rocking the hell out of it, though. And, like, I featured him on my main page, though. So he kind of took off on it, though. Like, this the one right here.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So it said my motion different. But, yeah, it went kind of crazy, though. Yeah, so, like, my brand, it don't just say, hood vibes, authentic. Okay. I got, like, 3 or 4 of the slogans, like, my motion different.
Oh, yeah, I ain't even know
like, I got one that says appreciation. Like, it written on the back, and then they got hood vibes in small letter. So it's a lot. Like, I try to, like, collab and do something different every time. But, like, people want me to stick to the old stuff because they would be selling. So I'd be okay with that sometime, though.
You say you don't see no competition? I mean,
like, I wouldn't say it like that, but, like, it's a lot of other entrepreneurs and brands out there, so I support everybody. Like, locally, like, I probably done bought something from every other, brand out there. Mm-hmm. Like, it's a lot of other ones, like, abnormal brands, exotic. It's plenty of other, but they from other counties, though. But, yeah, they make hard stuff, too, so, like, I can't knock them down, though. Like, I support them, too, though. They hard, though. So I can't say that, though. Because it's, like, probably over 100 different brands. Black people, own their own business. So, yeah, I kind of take that back, though. But, like, yeah, it's a lot of other competitors out there.
How long your brand, how long it been since you, like, started it?
I'll say about 2.5 years. But over that, I done made close to over 11,000 in selling for my brand.
I was just about to say, you think you just done... how you feel like you think you done reached your peak?
I don't think I reached my peak yet.
Still striving?
Every day.
Yeah.
Like, I come up with something new every day. Like, I sit back and think, like, I need this new design. I'm always talking to my manufacturer, be like, hey, how much for this? Like, I want to get this in rotation. Just like these shirts right here, like with the distressed and everything. I got those made like 2 weeks ago. And, like, they took off. So, like, for these, they run you about $35. So I say, like, my brand is affordable compared to others, though. Most people I know, they probably selling a shirt like $50, $60 though. But like I try to, work with people's budget. Like I got a couple shirts at $20, $25. These probably the only one $35 though, because of the material and how much I had to pay for them.
It's more material though.
Yeah. So I think it'll do like 10 times better by the time winter time get here, because I feel like this summer I'm gonna pop out with something a little different though. I'm gonna go a little different though, with different colorway.
What you were talking about earlier?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I wasn't gonna say it.
Yeah. So I'm gonna drop some windbreaker suits, some new shorts, a different colorway. Like, but I always tell people like, nah, I ain't coming out with nothing new, not yet. But like, it's already a step ahead. Like these right here, nobody knew I was dropping them. Like I already had them on hand, but I was telling people, nah, I ain't got none. Cause like I like to see like my supporters move. Like I like the feedback they give me. Cause without them, like my brand wouldn't be at the peak of that now. So yeah, I appreciate everybody. Like Greene County #1 for sure though. Yeah.
And you seem like you really don't say nothing to is that time. You feel like
that's how I do.
I think. What about when people say like, what's they say, like what's for you gonna be for you?
Yeah.
You think that, but you still feel like you can stop your blessing if you speak on something too fast. I kind of think that though.
I feel like if you talk too soon, it'll fail. Like when I first got a message from Lil Boosie artist, Luck 33, free him soon. But I thought it was just all like gangs, bros. Like, push up to the house, we want to buy everything you got. It was like his manager, his producer who make his beats and stuff. So I'm like, nah, these people ain't for real. And so I did just that. And like, I ain't want to speak on it too soon, but like, how most people get on Facebook, they be like, hey, I'm finna go do this or I'm finna do that.
Yeah.
Like, nah, I ain't even want to, block that out or nothing. So I was like, I'm going to keep it to myself. And then it just, it went from there. So.
I know me, I'm somebody, but I can't hold it in.
Nah.
I be ready to tell something. I think that made me up sometimes. I be feeling like that sometimes. But I be excited, man. But
the thing is, you can be at your biggest moments, though. During that time, like, your blessing can be right there at the door. Mm-hmm. But once you let your surroundings, like, try to come in with you, that door can stay locked. Because you're trying to let that negative energy come in. And, like, God only knows, like, no, you don't need that crowd with you. Because when you was down, they wasn't there, but they see you about to take a different step into that door. It's like, nah, he ain't gonna let them come in. So he gonna hold you back. He gonna make sure you wait for your turn.
I like that. Some doors you just gotta walk through by yourself.
Yeah, some doors you gotta walk through by yourself.
I like that.
Yeah,
you put me down then.
So that's why, like, I didn't like kind of block my blessing with that when I realized, like, dang, I'm finna actually go to a Boosie house. Mm-hmm. I'm like, nah, this ain't real. So I took the opportunity, like, I'm driving back. Like, I'm coming down the road from Kentucky. I'm like, I'm going to take this chance. But I ain't tell nobody, like. And then, like, I went there, and, like, he was standing outside, everything. Like, I still got a video, like, all them posted up.
So you came from Kentucky?
Yeah, I drove from Kentucky one weekend. And, like, I was still, in contact with his, one of his artists or whatever. And he was like, yeah, I'm going to give you the address. I'm like, I ain't going to say it on here, but, like, boom, boom. So I'm like, yeah you're legit, So, yeah, ever since then, like, I'm, like, cool connected with them. Like, I speak to his son, and, like, I met his mom. I met his dad, his uncle. Like, everybody, they cool people. And this was, like, around Thanksgiving time. Mm-hmm. So, like, they really, like, those type of people. But, like, how people pursue him as on the internet, mm-hmm. like, he has his moments, but, he really good people, though, like, when you vibe with him. So, yeah, still to the day, like, I still got a connection with those people. I can go up there and, like, just chill. Like, but most people there probably have to, like, pay, to actually meet this guy. But, I'm, connected with him. So I'm like, I ain't going to block that blessing. Like, I can just take people up there you know, just talk to such and such and be like, hey, I got this artist that can rap, you know, this and that. But I don't do it because, like, so many people prayed on my downfall. And I don't want to, you know, mess that up to the point where, like, oh, you can't meet such and such no more. Or, you know, cause, you know, here and there. So I'm like, you know, I just laid back on it. But, like, if I hit them up, they'd be like, yeah, you know, push up. But, yeah, that's pretty much it on that.
Just let me know when we going. You know? Just let me know.
Okay.
So that should, like stuff like that should keep you motivated too, though, right? Like,
pretty much all the time. And, like, I be speaking of T.I.'s son, King, and, like, he be telling me a lot, too. And, like, whenever we get out air, I can show you. But, like, yeah, we be, you know, connecting a lot. You know, because he also trying to do his own clothing brand. So, like I said, I don't, like, speak on a lot I do behind closed doors because I don't want to block my blessing. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to be somewhere far in life.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Man, you close, though. You in the room.
Yeah.
To me, you gone for real, for real.
But I think my number one thing is I try to stay humble. Like, I never forget where I come from. Because, like, most people, they'll become famous or whatever and forget where they came from. And, like, they'll start mistreating those around them. And I don't want to be that type of person. Like, I never want to have that type of mentality because that's never been me. So I just want to keep, you know, my same mentality wherever I go. Like, I would just keep the same vibes. Them hood vibes.
Some hood vibes.
Yeah. That's just me.
Man, how you how's your relationship with, like, God?
Pretty good.
You got a good.
I pray to him at night. Like, I pray to God everything just come through the way it is. You know, everything, you know, just come to a good closure in a good way. Because, like, when I got out of the military, I wasn't even thinking that I was just going to go to school. But I'm like, dang, I want to have something big for myself. But I prayed upon it. So, like, a lot of people don't even know, you know, I'm in college or whatever. And so, like I said, I keep everything to myself. But, like, when I tell them, I be like, oh, that's good. So, like, I'm at the point now, like, next month I graduate. I'm graduating, you know, at the top of the dean list in college. So that's an accomplishment for me. Like, my mom, first child, actually just done went to the military and graduating from college and finna start her own business. So I look at it as, like, a major accomplishment for myself.
What's up?
Yeah.
Do you got, like, strategies that really keep you going, or it just day by day type of deal?
I would basically say my supporters. Because every day I look at certain situations, I'll be like, dang. Like, most people wouldn't even know, like, the things I do if it wasn't for my clothing brand or just the good-hearted mentality that I have. Like, I'm always giving back to people. I'm always helping people. So, like, I try to keep that name, like, going, like, something in a positive way. Because, like, I don't want nobody out here thinking, like, oh, she this, she that. You know, I don't ever want to be too good for nobody. So that's why I remain humble. You know, I try to carry myself in a good way. And I always try to keep, like, a positive attitude. So, you know, on down the road, I try to keep everything that has happened to me in the past, you know, in, like, a close circle. So one day I can use all that as motivation, be like, hey, I went through this, I went through that, but look where I am now.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm at a point in my life right now, I'm living good. But back then, life was kind of hard, like living paycheck to paycheck, but now everything on auto pay. So I ain't got to worry about that. So, yeah, I want to continue living that lifestyle.
Where you see yourself at in, like, the next 5 years? Like,
next 5 years, probably in a city or something, buying my own land. Like, I want to buy me some land.
That where you want to move it?
If not there, I would say building me a huge house in the country.
I'm a country. I
like the country.
I love
it.
it.
I do too.
Green
County is definitely in the country, though. Definitely in the country. Like, you're going to get a couple cows and, you know, pigs and all that type stuff.
Is it the country? Like where you just came to?
No. Like,
don't do too much, huh?
no. When I was on my way up here, I was like, bro, I don't see no gas station, no nothing.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, am I gonna even make it here? So I'm like, I filled up, on the gas on the way. I'm like, shh. And then when the destination, I seen like 2 gas stations. I was like, shh, it better than nothing.
Yeah.
It had me a little spooked out, but no, y'all got this beat though.
I love the country, man. I can't do the city. I can go to the city, come back.
Yeah, I go to the city probably every weekend or so. I probably go to the NBA game, chill like that. I know about last month though, I met Wiz Khalifa though. I met him at the arena. He pretty cool too. He like tall as hell though. Yeah.
Man, you done met a lot of celebrities, man. I think you on your way, man. Like, people dream to be in just for them connection. Like, I pray every day, like, but somebody just let me get that one eye, let me get that one view. You feel me?
And that's what I continue to try to do. Like, I continue to try to, build a positive platform for myself. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't want to have like a negative reputation to where it's going, set me a step back. And I just don't want to, this is where I always use when we use in the military, like, become complacent. Because I know my place. So, I don't want to become too complacent to where, I don't know where I came from or nothing like that, or get the big head or nothing like that. But I also know how to carry myself in a good way. So that's just my, whole mentality on it.
You got to pop it sometime too, though.
Oh, yeah, I do, definitely.
I got to pop it sometime.
Yeah, for
like,
sure.
Humble, yeah, I'm with the humble stuff, but sometimes, but I like, hey, but shoot, God gave it to me.
Oh yeah, I do that for sure.
What you tell another young lady, like, just they're trying to get going, not even just clothing brand, just entrepreneurship, man.
I feel like
what's your first step to getting started with anything? What you think that should be?
a name that nobody else has.
Mm-hmm.
It's something that you can copyright on your own, so nobody can take it away from you. And the reason I say that is because I had somebody try to buy my name from me.
Mm-hmm.
And, I'm not being racist or nothing when I say this. Like, they weren't black. So they was like, I want to buy your name from your clothing brand. But once I buy it, you're not allowed to sell your clothes outside of such and such. And I'm like, I built this, from the ground up, my name itself. And, my name has, a significance behind it now. So I'm like, nah. And then they was like, well, we'll offer you a certain amount of money. So I'm like, that's still not enough, because at that time I'm like, okay, why would I sell myself so short, giving something away that I built, and, me not being able to give it to my people for a reasonable price, from what they already get from me wouldn't benefit me. And I'm like, no, this is what I want to continue to carry on. Because once I give that away, I have no access to it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, nah, I'm going to keep this, because I like it. This is something I love. And I feel like something that, that I tell another young lady, I was just telling them to get that significant name, something you can carry on or pass down to your family in the long run. So people can remember you by. Just like tons of clothing brand, like Louis Vuitton, Gucci, those have been around for years.
Mm-hmm.
And you see how it's continued to carry on, like people are still wearing it. Like Hellstar, Amiri, like those names, like you see how big the platform is. So like if you have like a significant name, people will know you by that. You'll be well known. So I would definitely say the name.
That'd be the crazy stuff too, man. Like, people will go get the Gucci and the Prada and the Versace.
Yeah.
When you got the Fred Hood vibes stuff, right?
Oh, and let me say this, it's a lot of, significant, clothing brands out there, like you said, Amiri, like Gucci, all that.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, nowadays, people are not even going for those name brands. They're shopping with local clothing brand owners because of the style, the price, and just the culture behind it. Like, they see people, black people doing great business. So they want to shop with them. As long as you treat your customers right, they're going to continue to come back to you.
So you think more people getting into that, like, getting away from the beat names and getting to, like...
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I do agree that small clothing brand owners are expanding much more larger than actual name brand clothes. I feel like Amiri and Gucci and stuff like that, people wearing it because of the name, because they're seeing somebody else doing it. Mm-hmm. That stuff costs almost like $500, $600. I can't say myself that I'm not wearing it because I do wear it.
Yeah.
But, yeah, clothing brand owners are taking over. And I think that's why a lot of name brand people are trying to, like, expand more with dropping something new. Like Hellstar has over, I don't know how many shirts with different faces on it.
Yeah, it's a lot.
So they trying to, like, take over. They see what the younger community, is doing. But, people, they're expanding more.
I don't mean to cut you. I'm sorry.
Oh, you good.
That don't put pressure on you.
Not at all.
When you saying that?
Not at all, because like I said, more people are wearing local clothing brand owner shirts than they are name brand. I can give it to you like this. If you come to Greene County, I promise you there's not one person that you won't see without hood vibes on. Whether it's a hoodie, a pair of shorts, a shirt, windbreaker jacket, I guarantee you, if you don't, I'll pay you. That's how popular, by demand, hood vibes is in Greene County. I promise you. I would not lie to you.
So your hometown really supports you?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. From, like, the small kids, and even including this, like, I would say 95% of the kids from elementary school to the high school has a Hood Vibes hoodie. I kid you not. Even the principal.
What's up?
Yeah. So, like, there's not, like, one. So, last year it was just that popular. Like, kids had to have a Hood Vibes hoodie, and, like, it was distressed and cut at the bottom and on the arm because I custom made it myself. And, like I said, like 95%, like, half of everybody I know in Greene County has one. Like, the kids, like, love them. And, like, their parents were like, who owns that? Like, I was at a football game, and I was standing near a parent, but I was watching the game. She was like, my son keep talking about this Hood Vibe hoodie, and I don't know where to get it from. So I never did open my mouth. I'm just laughing then. But there was another lady on the other side. She was like, the person you need to talk to is right there. She was like, where? I was like, yeah, I'm standing right here. She was like, you make that? I'm like, yeah. Yeah, she was like, them kids. And, like, everybody has one, literally. And, like, during basketball season, like, you can see, like, in the crowds, like, look on the back, you can see, like, you'll see a globe that says Hood Vibes Worldwide. I kid you not. Like, even during the track season, like, they have the cars racing. One time, it was like this guy walked up to me, and he was like, man, keep up the good work. I didn't even know who he was. He just shook my hand. And there was another guy behind. They were like, yeah, you trending for sure. Like, half of everybody that was from Greene County that went to Putnam, had on Hood Vibes, and that's all you see written on the back. They was like, yeah, that's dope. Like, keep up the good work for sure.
So you more definitely like a trendsetter.
Yeah.
Over that way.
Yeah, I want to continue to be that. Even just for the younger generation that want to begin their, own clothing brand. Because I do have people that do, inbox me and ask me, hey, can you make this for my brand? Or how do you think this will look? So I take it upon myself to just give them positive feedback. Be like, hey, you can do this. Like, this will cost you that. It doesn't take much. Like, you can just get you a $100 machine from Walmart. It'll show you, like, in the guide and stuff, like, how to use it and everything. Get you a computer. Get you a couple shirts. Come up with a design. You sell it for $20. You just take off from there. See how your people like it. Like, get somebody to promote it. It'll move from there. If it's catchy, it'll move. But if not, just keep trying, though. Don't give up, though. That's the way I look at it.
Yeah, I gotta get into the merch stuff, man. I got a connection now. Like, I'm
always open. Then, like, a lot of people, they gatekeep. I'm not a gatekeeper. Like, I feel like if it's gonna benefit you, I'm all for promoting it. I'm all for helping. Like, You can ask me, hey, where did you get this made from? Or could you design this for me to help me push towards my brand? I'll be like, yeah, I got you. I'm not going to charge you nothing. But I know other people that do, though, like hundreds of dollars just to do a small design. They'll charge like $150. I'm like, dang, I could have did this myself. But, like, no, I give people free game because I want to see everybody win.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. You see yourself, like, being like a fashion designer or something like that?
All the time. If not that, then I want to work behind one.
I was just about to say, that ain't like the ultimate goal for you? Like, when it comes to clothes and stuff like that? Just your lane of work?
I think my lane of work is making my brand bigger itself. If it doesn't become bigger, I want to work for somebody that is big already. Mm-hmm. So I think that's my number one goal. I'm not going to speak on what company or whatever I want to work for until I make it happen. So that's when it'll present itself. So.
And being so, man, you talking about, I hear you say a few things about the kids, man. Like, so the kids in the hometown, like somebody that you like they look up to you, or something like that.
Yeah, like even when I'm out, like on a normal day, like the kids that come to me and shake my hand or whatever, I'd be like, hey, I like that outfit you got on, even though I know I made it. I just always play and be like, hey, I like that. That's hard for sure. They'd be like, Ashley, stop, man. I'm like, yeah, that's hard. Like, I love seeing them wear my hoodies and stuff. And like, we can go to the court sometime and like everybody like, they'll have on my shirt just playing basketball. I'd be like, yeah, that's hard. I sit back or whatever. I record and I'll be like, man, just look at that. Like, my brand actually moving and doing something. And like, that motivates me to keep going harder. So I like that for myself.
That dope.
Yeah.
Any more advice like you could give like an entrepreneur person?
I would say don't give up about what you're trying to, do and promote in life. Basically, like, okay, if you want to use TikTok to expand your business, I say go for it. Even though, like, they're trying to do away with it, I would say keep pushing it. So, basically, take your brand and run with it. Some may not like it, some may do. It's not up to them because, like I told you, it's people out here that'll support you that are not even close to you. Like, strangers are like your biggest supporter. Even though they may not see you on a regular, they might like what you got. So even if you are a new upcoming brand owner, just keep pushing. Keep pushing. Somebody gonna buy, even if you get one sale. It's something. You sold something rather than nothing. So, you doing something right, but you gotta, keep expanding or expand your brand by, doing a little bit more work to it or work on what you think that you could have done differently to make your, brand stand out a little bit more, or like do a buy one, get one free, or promote more. Like, get a couple of people, promote your brand. Let them take pictures or whatever. They can post it on their page because you may not be friends with that same person that individual is. So you never know, where that picture or share may go. So that'll be a good, expansion on what you're trying to, bring, to the business for yourself.
So social media a big part of building, you say?
It could be. Because, like I said, you're not friends with that person's friend. And that person could be friends with somebody else, whether they could be in a marketing business or they could be connected to someone that's, highly at the top. So you never know where it could go. But like, me and you were talking about earlier, most people are, paying to like, wear other people's clothing brand. Like, they do that because, your brand could be bigger somewhere else. It could be bigger. And maybe those people could like it. Most of these celebrities, they putting out, shirts and stuff like that. But guess what? Their fans are buying it because it's them. It's them. Not even, like, the shirt doesn't even have to be hard. It's just the person behind it. Like, if that person has great intentions, they're going to buy that product.
Yeah.
So always just have, like, a good, positive heart to, like, who you want to sell to. Keep being good to your people. And it'll come back in return.
I think people just start, like, when when they ain't seeing that support, like when they ain't getting the support they think they need. Like, you don't need that. You just gotta keep on putting it in their face. Like,
I think that what a lot of people mess up at, like, they'll feel like, okay, I'm finna drop this. Like, everybody finna buy this. And then when you drop it, they don't get no sale. They be like, man, I ain't finna keep doing this, or it ain't selling, or it ain't doing that. Like, nah, don't stop.
Yeah.
Because there's somebody out there that's watching.
You done been like that before? You done dropped something, it didn't go how you thought it was gonna go?
To be honest, yeah, I did last year.
For real?
But this is the catch, though. I dropped it. I promoted it, though. They was like some graphic tees. They was like big graphic tees. They came in gray, blue, and red. And like they look like these monsters. But at the bottom, it had like a HV for Hood vibe. So I'm like, man, nobody didn't see them shirts. I probably had like 1 or 2 sales, but I had like a quantity of 50 of them. I'm like, bro, nobody didn't see them. So this is around October. 2 weeks ago, I sold out.
Of them shirts? They crazy.
So the thing is, sometimes I don't use social media. Sometimes I just get out. I pop my trunk. Be like, hey, check out this shirt right here. They're hard right here. I be like, don't go with them shoes you got. For real, Ashley? I be like, yeah, this one. And like, I hold it up to him. I be like, hey, I give it to you for $25. And go from there. And then everybody just start supporting. Like,
see, you
start like
too.
that.
Like, cause that's what people got away from, though. You know, back then the rappers and stuff used to
always just pop the trunk. Yeah, used to sell clothes out the trunk and stuff. Yeah,
everything. And
that's how
had a whole grocery store in the trunk. Like,
remember, like on the movie with Baby Boy, he got the dress. That's how it is. Like, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna do away with social media. I pop the trunk. Like every weekend, everybody's always out at Napa in Greene County. Like tons of cars, just people standing out there. So I just pull up, pop the trunk. It go from there. I had a guy tell me, he was like, I need you to get out the spot, man. You making all the money. I'm like, my hustle different, yo. You selling yours illegally. I'm selling mine legally. And like, man, after you get out the spot, I'm like, yeah, I'm gone, bro. Yeah. I be having them talk to me like that, but I don't let it fade me, though. Because I know them personally, so they don't mean no harm, though. So, yeah.
You don't think that ain't no hate? You ain't got to see it, I see it.
Yeah. I don't know. I be feeling like it sometimes, but, you know, they good people, though.
You know that's out there, though.
Yeah, definitely, for sure. I've heard it, but, like, I don't let it, like, get to me. Like, all the negative things I done ever heard about my clothing brand, about myself, I never respond back to it. Because I know I'm in a better position. That's why they saying the things they saying.
Right.
So, I don't even trip about nothing negative that comes towards me. Especially not my clothing brand. Because I know we're doing numbers. It definitely doing numbers. If it ain't, then I'm lying. And you even seen, like, the support page itself.
Yeah.
So, I don't let, like, nothing faze me. And, like, if, like, you a new upcoming clothing brand owner, like, don't take nothing what nobody say. Just use that constructive criticism. Like, just keep pushing. Because you yourself only know how big you are. Like, you only letting, you know, the negative things hold you back. Like I said, you know, behind that door could be something bigger, but you can't take everybody with you that's around you. That's why God ain't opening that door for you yet. Yeah, you want to turn that knob, but it's not moving.
Yeah.
It's not moving for you. He just want those couple of people behind you to back up. That's it, man.
So who you got around you? Like, you ain't got no team? It's just Ashley?
It's just Ashley. And get what? Ashley been popping by herself. I promise you that. You can ask anybody. Like, I make from the design, from the shirt itself, I do all the work. Nobody comes up with my drawings. Nobody, nothing.
You
it's just me.
Draw that stuff?
Yeah, I draw everything from my iPad.
Oh, man, I most definitely got to get with you.
I draw everything from my iPad up. And then I just move from there, from the measurements to the sizes, everything. I try to, like, I get the sizes up to, like, 4X, 5X sometimes. I think about, you know, my bigger people. Because that's how you keep customers. Because a lot of brand owners, like, they'll stop at, like, an extra large or 2X. And, like, you'll meet some, you know, other people that are big. They'll be like, hey, you ain't got this. I'll be like, I definitely got. They were like, you don't meet too many people that got those sizes because it's hard for those people to like find something big enough for them. So like, no, I'm gonna keep it going. Like I'm gonna keep it trending.
Yeah. You hard, man. I
appreciate
fool
it.
with it, man. I fool with it. What net? Is it the windbreaker? Did something? You gonna break the internet with this something popping out?
I'm gonna try to. If not, I got this thing coming up to where I'm giving back to people though. Mm-hmm. For like everybody that done showed me support, I'm finna get ready to give back to them. Cause I think it's only right with how many people like done shot with me. I'm giving back. Trying to host a basketball tournament coming up as well. So like, it's going to be the first Hood Vibez annual basketball tournament.
That hard.
Yeah. If not that, it's going to be a 3-point shootout contest, and I'm giving away money as well.
That's going to be in Greene County?
Yeah, I'm trying to host it in Greene County.
You don't know when that going?
I don't. Like, I'm talking to a couple of officers at the moment to try to get it situated. But once they give me the green light, then yeah, everything already set in forth. Like, I already ordered, like, trophies and everything for it. So, like I said, once I get the green light, we good on it. Like, it's free money. Like, hey, you get out there, you can shoot. It's yours.
That what's up, man. You going back to your city with it. Like,
yeah.
Man, I think there was a lot of people get big or they get able, to be able to do stuff like you doing and won't do it. Like, but these kids be want something like that. Like these kids not even want, these kids need something like that.
And the thing is, like you said, like that, they become big. Like people become big and forget about, their people. Yeah, they might not want to go back to their hood because of how some people, hate them or whatever. Mm-hmm. But sometimes it's a good outcome because like the youth, they can look at a person and be like, look what they did. I can do that same thing.
Yeah.
You can take like a positive outcome from that. And it don't always have to be negative. Like people feel like, I got such and such money now, or I talked to this person, like I ain't got to do this for them. Mm-hmm. Like, no, it's okay. Let God handle that negative stuff. Do what you think is right.
Yeah. Because not everybody, people being around Boosie and Wiz and all them, they ain't thinking about, you know what I'm saying, going back to the hood to show no love. Yeah. Like that's something I really want to be able to do one day. Like every day when I pray for like the wealth and stuff on my life, it ain't for me. Like it's to be able to put
people in better position.
Man, and like people do like it ain't really about like the money time. Like he goes some money like blessing like that. Like I want to be able to do big stuff in my life, like a single mama, 3 kids, but like this lady trying, but she just ain't got it like that. Boom, he go a whip. Or he go how paid for. Yeah, like,
I want to be that type.
Man, I pray for stuff like that, bro.
I would love to always just, give back if I can. Mm-hmm. I'm going to try to help mine first and then do what I can for others. That's the way I look at it. And, if that becomes like a thing, like you said, I want to continue to do it annually. Mm-hmm. Or it can be yearly or something. And, that'll help people, probably benefit and come in and help work with me. Okay. Like I said, if I like do this tournament or whatever, and the thing is like with the tournament, most people like they trying to host, they host things to like where it's only adults. I'm trying to get the kids opportunity. So like if you in middle school, high school, or probably first year of college or whatever, you got this opportunity to come play. You got a chance to win a trophy and money. Like, I ain't going to discriminate just because they're young. I done seen some younger kids, like some ballers. Like, I got a little cousin named Marcus, like, he dope. Yeah. And him and this other kid named KJ, them, like, they is dope. Like, when I say bad, they got handled. So, I'm giving these kids an opportunity. Like, I'm not going to turn them down. Yeah, you might be older or taller or whatever, but they could probably outshoot you. So, yeah, I want to give them females too, so I'm gonna let the guys play against the guys and the female play against the females. So, it won't be no discrimination or nothing. So,
yeah, like you said, man, I think, man, we got to focus on that generation afterward. Yeah, like you said, opportunity. Yeah, Man, I pray for opportunity.
It can become bigger.
Yeah.
Like I said, other brands or like people want to come in. If I host a tournament, shoot, you can bring your brand and try to sell something there. If you're a great cook, come push up with your food truck or whatever and sell something there while, people out there, you never know who's watching, who's out there willing to give you an opportunity.
Yeah.
So
I'm more definitely, man, you got to keep me posted on that.
Oh, yeah.
You going to be posting it on your Facebook.
Definitely,
so
you can bring your podcast out there. Never know.
I'm pushing no for sure.
I'm all for it. Yeah, definitely when I get the green light on it.
I don't know if I can move around no more on that coat.
Oh, nah. You just be out there with your mic, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do good with that.
Yeah. Man, so, in it, what they can find you at, whatever. What's your website?
Hoodvibes.com.
Hoodvibes.com.
But if you my friend on Facebook, you can just type in Ashley Mosley, and it's gonna be the first thing though. Like on my page though, the link is in my bio, so you can definitely. I can't add any more friends because I got too many, so you can just follow me
on Facebook.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely. And then like on my Instagram, it's just _ Ashley M, and you can just support me on there or just follow me back. Like if you need anything made custom, so I got you from there.
You man, you ever thought about like starting a course or something like
Of course, yeah. Actually, I have a course. I have an actual ebook, but I haven't even put it out. But it's on my website though. Mm-hmm. But my ebook is for like people who in the military, like early upcomers. Like a lot of people, they want to join the military, but they don't know how it is when you first step in there. Because of, what they recruiter have told them, or like other people probably be like, oh, I'm finna go in, just go to my duty station.
Yeah.
Nah, you got to go through X, Y, and Z. Like, you finna go through hell when you first get through there. Like, phones. You ain't got your own bathroom, none of that. So, like, basically in my ebook, I'm talking about every step of everything you first go through, from when you first get on a plane ride, the bus, staying at the hotels, like all of that, like how you sworn in, like everything they're going to tell you basically. But everything after that, like I can't include it because it's confidential, for the government. But yeah, basically every step you're going to take if you're going to active duty or reserve. I'm talking about it in the ebook. And I also included like, extra saving pages to like a concept that'll help you save, because people always going to the military. I'm finna get this scat. Like, a lot of people go, for the car or whatever, but it's a lot of helping God. Like, got your own personal journal in there. Because, like I said, a lot of people, they go through PTSD. It's a lot of other stuff that they don't talk about, like depression, like how people miss their family from home and stuff. So you got your own little personal diary in there you can write in and stuff. And so I haven't, like, dropped it just yet, but it's on the website. So it's a lot of things I haven't done that are still on the Hood Vibes website that you can see. And, anybody that want to, join the military or, just have any personal information, they can go on there and take a look at it. So I feel like that's a big outcome. Because before I dropped some on TikTok, about the military, and that did numbers. So if I do this, because there's a lot of people out there doing ebooks, and they selling like crazy, and I done seen it blew up off of it. Like, I got this connection with one of my sergeants. She does the ebook too. Like, she dropped her own thing. Like, a lot of people who are in the military, they have their own business going on the outside as well. Mm-hmm. And so, like, people have multiple streams of income. And that was my goal as well when I got out. Like, okay, you got an income over here. You got an income over there. And you getting paid, like, as a retired veteran and stuff. So it's, like, money coming in multiple ways. And I think it's a good thing. But, yeah, that's one of the things. A course. And then I'll probably drop a course, I'll say another month or so, about how to start a brand. For, like, people who don't know where to begin at. And probably charge little or nothing, but how I'm feeling, like, I can give it to you for free if you just ask. Yeah. So that's just free game.
Everything, they got to pay for something.
Yeah, for sure.
They got to pay for something.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you too, man. You think the military help you with, like, discipline?
Very.
Yeah.
I would say a lot of people who knew me and still do know me, like, I had a smart mouth. Anything you would say to me, I would just react off of it. And, like, I would just do, you know, wild things or just hang out with the wrong crowd. But when I got in there, that's why I used the word when I told you, complacent. That was what they always told us, like, don't become complacent, Mosley. Like, don't do that. Like, don't settle for less. Like, so a lot of people, I had a friend recently just told me, like, you're not the same. Like, a couple of years ago, you used to be this way. You know, you used to always bother me, but now you don't do nothing. Like, I just didn't become complacent. Like, I had to learn my place. Like, okay, this is who I am. I'm more assertive. Like, I take things serious. And, like, I also stand on business. Like, I'm not going to, you know, take nothing from nobody. I done had a lot of people run over me and, like, misled me in the wrong directions. But now, like, you can tell me something, but I ain't going that route with you. It might sound good, but it ain't good. So, like, I keep my head on straight. Like, I'm just that person now. Like, I'm more serious in life about what I actually want. Because I don't want to settle for less. Like, I don't always want to be in the same position in life. Because I know that it's more out there, you know, than what I see. So that's why I keep striving and keep pushing myself. Yeah.
What's up, man? Hold on, I'm going to show you folks something real quick, man.
Oh, yeah.
Show these folks my shirt, my
Yeah.
Hood Vibe shirt.
Distress Hood Vibez.
Oh, bro. I'm talking about good material, everything.
That one sold out last week as well. So, like, I got to restock on that.
I like that.
Yeah, that went crazy. And I just got, like, my own personal, you know, tag and label on the neck and everything.
Oh, okay, right.
Yeah, everything authentic.
Official, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, we ready to watch you. For sure. I just had to show out real quick.
I appreciate that.
For real. But yeah, man, it was dope sitting down with you good. Know you, like I said, man, you were the first person that our first time meeting type jump, man.
Good vibes.
You definitely the humble. Man, you so humble. Yo, you got a good spirit, good soft spirit, man. And I end everything with a scripture. Dang, where my scripture at? The scripture today will be coming from Psalms 90 and 17. May the favor of the Lord our God rest on us. Establish the work of our hands for us. Yes, establish the work of our hands. Amen. Amen. I just pray that, you know, God favor you in everything you touch. You know, He order your step everywhere you walk, man. You favor out here in the world.
I appreciate it.
I thank you. Keep that humble spirit, man.
I will.
Stand on business when you need to.
Definitely.
And you more definitely you got a good quality stuff.
Yeah.
Like, it look good, like, for sure.
I appreciate it, man.
Anything you wanna tell Tizzle Talk before we get out of here, man?
Hey, you know the vibes, man.
You know the vibe, man. Hood vibes. Hey, TizzleTalkTV, come talk with me, man. Hey, say, ain't no day like another day. Come in, it's your boy, Tizzle. Talk to me.